convene. But we'll close this first session with USC coach Lane Kiffin, quarterback Matt Barkley, and safety TJ McDonald. And from the USC Sports Information Office, assisting today, Tim Tessalone and Paul Goldberg. All right, we'll have Coach make an opening remark, and then we'll go ahead and take questions for the group.
Okay, well, thanks, guys, for coming. I think this week there's been a lot of negativity in college football, but I think today is about, for us three, about where our conference is at and where USC is at. It's an extremely exciting time for our conference. I think that starts with our leadership, Larry Scott and his entire group, really taking the Pac-10 at the time to the Pac-12 and now to the next level with national exposure with the TV contract and the exposure that brings us. I think our conference is extremely competitive from top to bottom. I think you're seeing a lot of great coaches today and a lot of great players on each team, and so there are no easy games. The conference is extremely competitive, and I think when you add 4 dynamic coaches, like what happened this offseason, really takes us to the next level. I think at USC right now, we kind of feel like we're in a perfect storm with so many good things going on. We feel great about our current team, but we also feel great about our future teams for years to come. I think that really starts as well with great leadership and support. Our president, Max Nikias, and our athletic director, Pat Hayden, have been unbelievable in their support of our football program and of our coaches, but of our players as well. Basically this week, we're basically moving into the John McKay Center. I think it's the best student-athlete center in the country. To have all of our sports there together is very, very exciting. And walking through the building just yesterday as it's almost done, I think it's going to be a very special place for us. I think our coaching staff, our assistant coaches have had a great off-season as far as getting ready for the season coming up, but also in recruiting. They really have had a nonstop effort the entire offseason here. And I think strong leadership by the 2 guys that are up here today. Strong senior leadership in our program as we go through our offseason, where obviously our coaches can't do very much. The preseason #1 ranking and all the questions that we've gotten throughout the summer, but especially today about that has nothing to do with how well we'll play next year or whether we'll win those games. But I do think that's exciting for our university. I think it's exciting for our fans to be in those discussions. You know, we're 2 years removed from what was handed down, as a lot of people saying, for 5 or 10 years, SC is over, and to be in a conversation about being a preseason #1 team 2 years later is extremely exciting for our university and for our fans. I do think at the same time, we do have a lot of issues. We have a very challenging schedule. We will have less players than everybody else that we play, and so we're going to have to manage that. Our #1 concern is our running back position. We're very concerned about our depth there, and we know what we have at quarterback, we know what we have at receiver, and we know people are going to try to take those guys away, and so we're going to get a lot of 7-man boxes, a lot of opportunity for a running back to make plays in our system, so we really have to do a good job there developing some depth at running back. With all that being said, we're extremely excited about the season, about getting back to work. It has been a great offseason for us, starting with these guys deciding to stay here, and then going through the offseason as they can talk about their Haiti trip as well. 16 of our players took part of that. That is something we are in the process of trying to continue every year to give our players that opportunity, and these guys can speak about that. So with that, thanks.
We'll go ahead and take questions. About 5th row back on the right end.
Lisa Horn, Fox Sports. This is for Matt Barkley. When did it first hit you that you were thinking about guiding a team to a possible bowl? I mean, what were your emotions at the time? Was it jubilation or was it more relief? I'm talking about when it really started to sink in that right now USC is bowl eligible, what was going through your mind?
I mean, I think anyone in that position would be happy, and I certainly was, just thinking of the possibility. And it'll always be a possibility. It still's a possibility. It's not guaranteed at all. And just the fact that we have the opportunity to do that this year, and with the team that we have, and the character that we have, and I mean, these guys are my best friends, and you kind of saw it towards the end of last year how much fun we were having playing for each other, playing together. I think we got to just keep playing like that this year. We can play for a national championship, we can play for that bowl game, but we can't forget how we got here. We're playing for your buddy, as our running backs coach says, and playing for each other, and that brought us closer together. And so, I think especially this year we can't forget to do that.